this, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
24, check 24. Shift. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Alert flare, alert. Quick dad.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A run for Nick Chubb, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kill. Hatchet.
work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
We ain't giving him nothing. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 31, check 31. Out, 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 out. Go, go. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, check. 59. Hey, watch the stretch.
They'll try the air now with Hill. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Yellow, yellow. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Fine time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got 3.
Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyus Bowser has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes, man open, that's Damian Ratley. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown of the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 3, check 3. You go tight. You got tight. Hey, 57. Jump. Yellow. Kill.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Kelsey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like the adopter of my kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check to it. Watch the
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
check.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go. Let it in. We want this. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
He may try and run for this. Room here to run. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
I'm going to run you over. Switch it, switch it. Switch it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 90 is a mic. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Whoa. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And some room to maneuver. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. This time Jackson will throw it, and this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Easy. Hey, 43, 15. Under 10, 10. Shit.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Radley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Single.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around, locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
15's mine. I got nice 7. Let's go. Here it comes. 15. Check.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
We got 3. 90 is a mic.
Here we go. 4th down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Check hot route. Hot. Shoot. Check 26. Check 26.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got room. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check 50.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, check 24.
And again, it's Chubb. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Pick the edge. Come. Watch twist.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ross on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Ravens 43, Browns 14.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Kill. Hatchet.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got him. Check three. Tighten up. Shift. Switch. Hey, look, throw him. Check 4.
And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Breaks a tackle. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 39 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that. They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
3 down.
2nd and 10. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it?
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this. Go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And some room to run now. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Check. Switch.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check three. You go tight. You got tight. You hey. Joker.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He's checking. Check. 25. Check 25. Check. Watch out.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Big numbers.